If you happen to be a shareholder for Disney, chances are you're not very happy with the direction this company is going. It doesn't matter whether it's disappointing box office flops, Disney Plus losing billions of dollars every single quarter, or continuing to lose market share when it comes to the theme parks. 2022 was a disastrous year for Disney and for anybody that owns Disney stock. And now some of those people are holding Bob Iger's feet to the fire. He got absolutely grilled today by Disney shareholders when asked about why do you continue to get in these political fights? Why do you continue to back organizations or back bills that support the grooming of children? And Bob Iger was forced to sit there and desperately try to explain himself. And did he apologize? Did he say, you know what? Disney's probably gone off a trail where we shouldn't have. We should get back to doing what we do best, entertaining people, being a family brand. No, he did the exact opposite. Disney CEO Bob Iger doubles down on inclusivity and diversity during Disney's shareholder meeting. Bob Iger was grilled on Disney's place in politics at a shareholder meeting, and he did take this opportunity to slap back at Governor Ron DeSantis in the state of Florida, where, of course, Ron DeSantis made sure that Disney's going to be treated just like every other company. You may have seen some headlines out there about what happened with the board at Reedy Creek, where Disney slipped in something at the last second and they really got one on DeSantis. No, they didn't. It's a desperate legal ploy that's just going to delay things a couple months. The state will be forced to take actual legal action, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. Disney's mad about this because they don't have all their special advantages anymore. They have to be treated just like every other company. And of course, Bob Iger made that a big deal in this shareholder meeting, trying to deflect so much of the blame about what's happening to Disney onto Florida because they don't want to admit that it's their own fault. They have abandoned families. They have abandoned their fan base. And when you decide that you're prioritizing the sexualization of kindergartners instead of actually entertaining people, that's when a lot of people are just going to straight up walk away, and that is exactly what they've done. Now, a lot of questions were asked during this, including some very specifically about this political agenda. Bob Iger responds to claims that Disney has a political agenda. Some of these issues arose in the shareholder meeting. An investor from Nevada questioned if Disney should take stances on political issues when it could be detrimental to the company. Another from New York said Disney has turned from a place of magic to a company that is grooming children to LGBTQ ideals. You can't put it this lightly. He was under fire in this. There were shareholders that were coming in and absolutely slamming Disney for what they've done. And that really leads us to this. Bob Iger doubling down on those things. Walt Disney Company CEO Bob Iger doubled down on inclusivity and diversity during today's shareholders meeting when asked about political stances and the LGBTQIA+ community. Disney's denouncement of the Parental Rights and Education Bill, aka the Don't Say Gay Bill, I like the fact that they actually put the right one in this article, so shout out to them, was brought up many times directly and indirectly. One shareholder asked if it was smart of Disney to take political stances that represent a small portion of Disney's customer base. Iger actually had the audacity to do things like this. He said there are gray areas that they still have to determine whether or not they should weigh in, but when they take a position, there's a true reason why, and it almost directly affects their business or people. He noted that for decades, corporations in America have expressed themselves in various issues, and the country is better for it. Yeah, he brought up World War II. He also brought up the Civil Rights Movement. Yes, you are comparing the Civil Rights Movement in the 50s and 60s to teaching 5- and 6-year-olds about transgender people having sex. That's what you're trying to make this comparison to. That does not resound with the vast majority of people in America, with the vast majority of parents. Most people find that a little bit fucking disgusting that a company like Disney would back that kind of thing. Another shareholder specifically expressed anger about Disney partnering with organizations like the San Francisco Gay Choir, citing the satirical song they performed 2 years ago. Yeah, when they talked about coming for the kids. Yeah, nothing satirical about that, was there? Iger answered by talking about Disney's 100 years of stories aimed to entertain all types of families all over the world and how proud he is of those stories. He noted they've touched people's hearts, infused them with good values about heroes, family, friendship, good triumphing over evil, and tomorrow always being brighter. Regarding recent criticism about agenda-driven content, he said their primary mission is to entertain and continue to have a positive impact on the world. Well, the problem with that is that it's clearly not working and not the case. Their primary goal is not to entertain people. It's to indoctrinate them. We saw in those leaked Zoom calls the not-so-secret gay agenda. There are people at this company, their goal is not to entertain. Their goal is to push an agenda. That has been clear for a long time now. And finally, you have a lot of people who own stock with Disney, who are Disney shareholders, who are coming to Bob Iger and saying, you are ruining the company with this political agenda that you have. He's done his best to brush it off, but he was under fire today, just like all of Disney should be under fire, as they continue to chop thousands and thousands of jobs in a desperate attempt to save money while everything seemingly is on fire. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.